part 5, okay? If you haven't watched the first 4 parts, make sure you go back to number 1 and watch a nice short clips, okay? So what we're going to talk about is shaft position, okay? So as we address the ball, okay, to us, the first common flaw, or the first common fault I see, is when people have the shaft, their hands, so their hand position is too low. They've got 2 different levers, okay? So they've got one lever where the club's too low because of the hands, and then another lever with the wrists, okay? If the butt end of the club is below your forearm, then that's where you're going to have a tendency to hinge the club up, okay? We want the shaft of the club, or the shaft of the club, to go straight up the left forearm, okay? Because if we rock the shoulders or turn the shoulders, I've been referencing in the past, then the club will just move to what our body's doing, okay? So, too many golfers, or too many golfers in general, get the shaft moving back too first, okay? So they yank the club, their initial movement is to yank the putter head back, then what happens is the club head is behind the hands, okay? So the club head is behind the hands. What happens from here is, then you're going to have a tendency to hit the ball inconsistently, okay? So what we want is to get the shaft more upright, so make sure that when you go into a pro shop that you see the club sitting on the racking or the shelf or that, where it's right up. So get the club on its arse, okay? So get the whole of the club on its arse so the shaft gets more upright, okay? So from here, get the shaft more upright. The hands have to stay ahead of the golf ball slightly, okay? So we want to move the club head back first. We don't want to move the hands back first, okay? If we move the hands back first, then that's where the hands are going to be in a different position compared to the club head. So stand nice and tall, okay? So that I'm mentioning in the camera. Shaft all the way up. You ever seen Bryson DeChambeau putt before? The guy that won on tour on Sunday, okay? He gets the shaft all the way up the left forearm, because that has to stay, that relationship has to remain intact as we hit the golf ball, okay? Any breakdown in that, then that's where the triangle breaks down, and that's where the club moves up or down to the ground, and we can create a lot of errors, okay? So the shaft goes up the left forearm, then from here it's a turn of the shoulders. If we turn the shoulders, then that's where we're going to get in a better position, okay? So, as I've mentioned, hands are slightly ahead of the ball. We want to move the hands forward, which moves the club head back, okay? But we need to remain, the loft needs to remain on the golf club. We don't want to move the hands back first, because that's where we add a lot of loft, okay? So hands have to be ahead of the golf ball at all times, okay? Shaft has to be in line with the left forearm. From there, we can hit the ball more consistently, okay? So, part number 5, make sure that you watch the first 4 parts to get a better understanding of where you are in your putting technique. And if you've got any thoughts on that, make sure you leave a comment below. Part 6 is attached